Well, we can, as a matter of fact, and that is the band we hear coming, and the bright colors we see appearing, the All-City Band from Seattle Schools, presented by Seattle Public Schools. The band has a 57-year history, and they've entertained audiences from the Puget Sound region to Southern California to Hawaii. Now, these are students from schools throughout the greater Seattle area. They give performances, well, at over 20 community celebrations every summer. Mr. Marcus Pimpleton, assisted by a dedicated staff of the All-City Band alumni, directing tonight the All-City Band from Seattle Public Schools.
And these kids are pumped up to be here tonight. They're doing a great job.
And there they go, the All-City Band from Seattle Public Schools.
And next up, we have Southwest Airlines. Salute Seattle with their colorful float. It's entitled Amazing Adventures. This is the 14th year that Southwest Airlines has been the official title sponsor of Torchlight. This year's float celebrates Southwest's love of family vacations, and you'll see the float here coming up as we see a group of all the Southwest workers leading the float this year. At the front of the float, the Spirit family is setting off to find adventure in Washington and beyond, and then at the back of the float, we see a miniature fleet of Southwest specially painted aircrafts, and riding on the float tonight, you have local Southwest Airlines employees and the crew members of this year's Grand Marshal, Sig Hansen. Did you know that?
I did not. I do now.
Now you do. Now, and keep in mind, too, that all the parade units that you see tonight, they're performing in an effort to win the Southwest Airlines Sweepstakes Award, and that award is presented to the parade unit that best displays tonight's Torchlight Parade theme, Amazing Adventures, Explore Your World, because guess what you get if you win? 4 Southwest Airlines round-trip tickets to anywhere Southwest Airlines flies. Nice prize.
It is. They fly a lot of places. And again, we talked about it earlier, I think, earlier in the program about all the volunteers that it takes to put on all of these SeaFair events. These folks from Southwest Airlines, they come out here with their families and volunteer their time because they just love being a part of the community. And they could not do this parade without Southwest Airlines. So we're so happy to have them 14 years and running as the title sponsor for the Torchlight Parade at SeaFair.
No, you mentioned volunteers, Steve, and you know, SeaFair, since it's a month-long summer festival, it's run by 14 full-time staff, but more than 4,000 volunteers. It takes a lot of people to put this on.
Well, it really does.
A little bit of John Denver here. And there's the crew from Sig Hansen's
You
boat,
recognize those guys. If you watch on the Discovery Channel and you watch Deadliest Catch, and there are a lot of you who do, crew members on board.
And you can't forget the Southwest trolley either. And you know, I saw a lot of people walking around with these blow-up little Southwest hats earlier tonight.
before the evening is over, I think a lot of those Southwest volunteer employees who were walking out just a few moments ago in front of the float, they'll be on that bus. It's a long walk downtown here. Sun just starting to go down over downtown Seattle, and we're just getting started. The 59th Torchlight Parade at SeaFair. Thank you, Southwest Airlines. And here comes from the Seattle Aquarium. Have you seen these great commercials on TV? Leonard the goldfish, he's trying to get into the aquarium. He just doesn't think he's got quite enough pizzazz. But believe me, when you see Leonard out here floating down the street, he really does have pizzazz, and so does the Seattle Aquarium. What a terrific place there. 120,000-gallon window on Washington waters. That's a new exhibit with all of Leonard's friends in there. Also, these volunteers from the aquarium wearing Let Leonard In t-shirts.
You know, if Leonard was that size in real life, I think they'd let him in.
I think they would. I don't think they'd have much choice. Here's a good time to remind you as well that these helium balloons that come traveling down 4th Avenue here, it's not all that easy to get them underneath the guy wires and the street lamps and all that. These volunteers do a good bit of work to get these balloons down the street.
They really do. And as we watch Leonard go by, next up, our Grand Marshal this evening for the 59th Annual Torchlight Parade. Here we go. And I believe, Rebecca, are you going to get a chance to talk to Sig?
Nice to meet you. Yes, hi. This is Sig Hansen right here. And, you know, Sig, I've been watching your show, The Deadliest Catch, and I'm curious, would you take me on as a greenhorn? I work hard. I could forecast your weather for you.
We'd take you on, but as a half share.
A half share?
Well, you got to start somewhere.
Well, does that mean that I have to go fillet the fish and gut them out?
No, you got to put up with our, you know, stuff.
The crew.
The crew.
Oh, I can handle it. And this is your lovely wife.
My wife, June.
Hi.
Her name is June, yeah.
Hi. Hi. Pretty good.
So do you eat crab throughout the week, thanks to Sig?
We do, all the time.
All right. It's good to have you. Thank you for being our Grand Marshal.
All right, thanks, Rebecca. And, you know, Sig is a 4th-generation fisherman. He's been a captain for the past 18 years, and everybody in Seattle, I think, knows who Sig Hansen is from that show.
Boy, Phil Harris, the whole bunch, they're very well
Great
known, and
guys.
a lot of them are based right here in town. Here comes the North Queens drill team, familiar sight throughout the Pacific Northwest. These girls are a semi-military precision-style drill team. They range in age from 9 to 19, and they practice year-round. They donate lots of time to charities like the American Cancer Society Relay for Life, Leukemia and Arthritis Foundations. They donate food and clothing to Northwest Harvest and women's shelters. And they are a very, very fine precision drill team. Thanks to the North Queens drill team for being here and joining us tonight for the Southwest Airlines Torchlight Parade at SeaFair.
Sharp blue and white colors and beautiful flags there as the girls go marching by. And next up, we have Washington's 22nd governor, Chris Gregoire, riding along in a nice Chevrolet Corvette. Now, prior to serving as governor, Governor Gregoire served 3 terms as Attorney General, and she was the first woman to be elected to that position in Washington. Rebecca is going to talk
Chris. I'm good. How are you doing tonight?
It's great. What a beautiful night.
Oh, it is gorgeous.
It
It
yes.
shaped up nicely.
It did.
So here's my question because you are an inspiration to so many working women out there. So if you wanted to give them an inspiring message in about, say, 5 words or less, what would you say?
You know, dream the biggest dreams you can and make them all come true.
Oh, thank you very much.
got it.
And now I want to know what your lovely husband is wearing tonight.
Lovely. Well, it's a black, you want the full ensemble?
Absolutely. Who's your designer?
Slacks, and I think they're from Macy's.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Have a good time.
Since we're sitting right here next
Yeah.
to Macy's, of course, Governor
Wise
Gregoire
decision.
riding with her husband, Mike. And you still have time tonight to send us a text message with your favorite part of the parade. Here are your choices. Make your pick and text it to 27799. You can choose the bands, the clowns, the drill teams, the floats, or the pirates, and we will have the results at the end of the parade this evening.
Here we go. Each year, SeaFair partners with Boeing to produce the community events program, and the Kent Cornucopia Days, just one of many festivals produced in part for the annual SeaFair calendar. And this is the Kent Cornucopia Float. Their 70th year this year. The Canton Lions put this on. Miss Cornucopia on board. That's Nick Oliver along with Royal Princess Tasha Nelson. Their beautiful cornucopia there filled with fruit and vegetables and flowers.
Oh, beautiful float. And we want to welcome King County Executive Ron Sims. Rebecca.
Yeah, I want to say, Ron, you are driving in the most beautiful car tonight. How does it feel to get to drive in a convertible
Car in a beautiful parade. That's what SeaFair is all about. Having a really good time. It's a great evening.
Good. Glad you're enjoying it. Thank you.
A little known fact here, King County Executive Sims has special ties with SeaFair. He served as part of SeaFair's Royal